Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine. Umajnana Timirandasya Jnana Jana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandegam Sri Guru Shri Utapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namusute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the Raja Vidya, the king of knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is also teaching us what is knowledge. And also that knowledge also in the three modes of material nature also Krishna is teaching. Krishna is teaching in the 13th chapter also about knowledge. In the 18th chapter also about jnana, Krishna is teaching. In the 13th chapter, Arjuna asked the question, Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Kshetram Kshetrajnam Evacha Etat Veditum Ichami Jnanam Nyayam Cha Kesam. So Jnana and Nyaya, I want to know what is knowledge. So there Krishna is teaching us that one who is not attached to this material world, one who is free from all attachments, ishto papattisu. So one who is free from all kinds of desires and hatred and all such things, and one who is free from the materialistic attachments, like basically putra dara grihadisu, asaktige anaviswangaga putra dara grihadisu. So that, like that, Krishna is teaching a lot in that. About 5 slokas, Krishna is teaching what is knowledge. So Maichananya Yogena Buddhi Avyabhicharini. So Maichananya Yogena means without any deviation, always engaged in my devotional service. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So that is what is called knowledge. So knowledge means we have to do everything for Krishna. We should develop that love on Krishna and do everything for Krishna. So then that is knowledge. Otherwise there is no knowledge. So then in the 18th chapter, Krishna is teaching us about the knowledge in the 3 modes of material nature. Sarva bhutesu enaikam bhavam avyayam ikshate. Avibhaktam vibhaktesu tajnanam vidhi satvikam. Because Krishna is teaching that jnanam karmacha kartacha tridaiva guna bedata. Prochyate guna sankyanam yatavat shrunudanyam. So jnana, karma, karta, everything is actually into 3 modes of material nature. Tridaiva guna bedata. So a person who is seeing all the living entities as one. Sarva bhutesu enaikam. Ekam. Ekam means as one. So bhavam. Ekam bhavam. Ekam bhavam means one bhavam, one form. All the living entities as one only. Sarva bhutesu enaikam bhavam avyayam. So that bhavam is avyayam, which is imperishable. So that's what bhavam avyayam ikshate. Avibhaktam vibhaktesu. Even though it looks like it is divided, one who is seeing them that it is not divided. Avibhaktam vibhaktesu. Tadjnanam viddhi satvikam. So that knowledge you understand, that is the knowledge in the sattva guna, satvikam. That's what tadjnanam viddhi satvikam. Whereas the opposite, who is seeing everything as different. So that is in the mode of passion. That's what is the rajoguna. So that way, if a person doesn't have the knowledge, so then he sees that all are different. They are not same, they are different. So then a person who is attached to only one work, that's it. That's all in all. So that kind of knowledge is basically in the mode of ignorance. So that way Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita that we have to remember Krishna, we have to see Krishna everywhere. So that way we can see everyone as the same. That also in the 6th chapter we studied, understood, Krishna is teaching us that we should see Krishna everywhere. Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pasyati yuvarju. So we need to see everyone as our own self. Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pasyati yuvarju. So that means Krishna is teaching us that Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pasyati yuvarjuna sukham va yadiva dukkam sayogi paramo mata. So in both happiness and distress, one should see everyone as our own self. So it's not that only when it is happiness you go and take participation, but when there is distress, just ditch them. That is not the right thing. So that way Krishna is teaching us that Sayogi Paramo Mata. So that yogi is the supreme yogi. So that way this knowledge if we got, if we understand that Krishna is the supreme Lord, so then that is the knowledge in the mode of goodness where we can see Krishna everywhere. And Krishna is also teaching us what is karma in the mode of goodness. Niyatam sanga rahitam aragadvesa vivas apala prepsuna karma means not going after the results of work. So that way one who is niyatam means able to do only the regulated activities. Sanga rahitam means free from attachment. So free from attachment, all attachments. So that's why niyatam sanga rahitam. Aragadvesa vyavasthitam. Aragadvesha means who is free from attachment and aversion. Then Krishna is teaching us that niyatam sanga rahitam apala prepsuna karma. One who is not going after the results of the activities. So that kind of karma is in the mode of goodness. Similarly, the karta in the mode of goodness, Krishna is teaching us that Mukta Sango Anakam Vari Drityutsaga Samanvitaga. So that way, Karta Satvikam Uchyate. Siddhya Siddhyo Nirvikaraga Karta Satvikam Uchyate. So one who is free from all attachment. So in one sloka, Krishna is saying that Niyatam Sanga Rahitam, here Mukta Sanga. Both are same only. Sanga Rahitam, Mukta Sanga. Mukta Sanga, Mukta Sango, Anakam Vadi. Anakam Vadi means one who is not having ahankara, not thinking that I am the doer. So that's what Anakam Vadi. Mukta Sango, Anakam Vadi, Drityutsaga Samanvitaga. So one who is very much determined. And one who is very enthusiastic, utsaga, drityutsaga, samanvitaga. Then siddhya siddhyo nirvikaraga. So when there is success or failure, one should be same. One should not be disturbed by that. So that kind of karta, that kind of performer is in the mode of goodness. Karta satvikam uchyate. So like that, Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita how to ourselves attain all the qualities that are meant to please Krishna only. So we should not be attached to the results of activities. We should not have any attachment and aversion, and we should be freed from all attachments. So that's what Krishna is repeatedly teaching us. But the main question, the big question is that, practically speaking, in our day-to-day life, how are we going to achieve all these things? That's a very important question. Because we are studying so much knowledge in Bhagavad Gita. In fact, every day we are studying Bhagavad Gita. By Krishna's caused us mercy, we are continuously making progress, understanding all the chapters, all the slokas, everything. Because we are very, very gifted. There is no doubt about it. That's why we are able to continuously make progress in studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita. But before time runs out, we need to make very solid progress. That's very important. Measurable progress. In industries, everywhere, anything, they always want to measure things. Our performance and this and that. So, some way it has to be measured. Here, we have to make that measurable progress, solid progress, before time runs out. Like exam, when we want to write the exam, it is timed. We have to do very well on the exam within the given time. So, like that, this exam, our life, we are preparing for that exam, and it is also timed. Because we cannot keep on preparing for any exam. Once the date is fixed, and before the date, we need to study very well, and we need to prepare very well and get prepared. So then on the day of the exam, we can actually do it very well. So similarly, now we need to prepare now. If we lose time, if we think that I'm very busy, I have to do a lot of other works, I have to go here, I have to go there, I have to satisfy this person, that person, all such things if we say, and if we say that we don't have any time, so that means it is very much like a person who is writing a competitive exam is not at all preparing for that and going and sitting and writing the exam. So if you don't prepare, if you go and sit and write the exam, we will immediately come out on it. We won't know what to write if we have not prepared very well. So like that, here we are, this life is the period to prepare for that exam. It's a preparation period. And here Krishna is arranging the coaching for us. Like when we write competitive exams, there are a lot of coaching institutions and things like that. So like that, we are all now, this is like every day we are doing this coaching. And it's free. In this material world, we have to pay a lot. But here it is free coaching. Preparing ourselves for that exam, there is a free coaching and it's arranged by Krishna. Krishna is arranging this. So that's what we are doing. When we are studying Bhagavad Gita every day, when we are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every day, when we are remembering Krishna, we are understanding this Bhagavad Gita, all these things, what is happening is that we are preparing. And when we are writing a competitive exam, we will prepare a lot, day and night, all the time. Especially when the exam is getting closer and closer, we will not do anything else. At that point of time, we won't do anything else. Then only we can go and do very well on the exam. Of course, one should sleep very well. If a person is really preparing for any exam in this material world also, sleep is very important. Because sleep preserves our memory power, which is very important. Especially if you have exam tomorrow, the previous night, we should have a very good sleep. So then everything will come into our memory. So study everything, understand everything the previous night, and then go to bed and sleep very well. So then we can remember. So like that, here we are preparing for this exam. We need to sleep very well. We need to control our sleep. We need to eat very well. We need to have a good diet. So that we cannot sacrifice. We cannot say that I'm preparing very well. I'm serving Krishna. I don't have time to prepare good, healthy prasadam. I don't have time to sleep. All such things. There should not be any excuses. Maybe one day or 2 days, sometimes it's difficult, we cannot maintain that, that's fine. But it should not be a daily, day-to-day routine. It should not be like that. So when we want to do for Krishna, prepare for this exam, we need to maintain a very good health. That's what is very important. So that way, when we prepare for this exam, that is to remember Krishna, to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, so to forget everything in this material world. So that means not to remember anything in this material world. So that preparation we need to do very well before time runs out. Otherwise, the exam, when the exam comes, then we are not ready. So then it's a problem. And also, not everyone has got the same time period for this exam. No one knows when this exam is given to us. It will come to each and everyone. It is given individually only. So when that comes to us, we should be ready. That's it. We don't know when. But we should be ready. So that way, we have to really make use of this opportunity, what we are getting to study, understand this Bhagavad Gita, practice Bhagavad Gita, spread Krishna's message, and do a lot of service, a lot of activities, only for the satisfaction of Krishna. So that we should do it. When we want to do it, Krishna is going to help us in preparing for this exam. So Krishna is sitting with us. So like a group study, Krishna also comes and sits with us and makes us study and helps us to study and understand and memorize and remember everything. Krishna is helping us when we are ready to do it. So that way we should become a very sincere student. That's what is very important. We are all studying. We are students of Bhagavad Gita. And we are understanding all the slokas very well. We know how many chapters, all the slokas, all the questions, answers given by Krishna, a lot of technical words, vocabulary. We are very good at it right now. We know a lot of things. We know what's intelligence, senses, how we can gain intelligence, and how we are losing intelligence, and what kind of prasadam, what kind of food we need to eat, and how to eat, and how to offer to Krishna. So make everything as an offering unto Krishna, and then take the prasadam, and do how to act, what kind of activities we can do, and how we can give up all the abominable activities, and how to control the mind and keep the mind under the control of ourselves. So like that, so many things Krishna is teaching us, everything that is needed very much for ourselves, for the soul. So that's why in the past also I mentioned many times, the sole purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita is to understand very well about our soul. So we are understanding. We are realizing that we are not the body, we are the soul. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 70 slokas in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is teaching, answering the questions asked by Arjuna. So Arjuna asked the question in the 54th sloka in the second chapter, Sthita Prajnasya Kabasha Samadhistasya Kesava Sthitadi Kim Prabhaseta Kim Asita Vrajeta. So what are the symptoms of a self-realized person? So for that, Krishna is answering. So what we studied in the sloka number 69, Yanisha Sarva Bhutana Tasyam Jagrati Samyami Yasyam Jagrati Bhutani Sanisha Pasyato Mune. So what is night for all beings is the day for the person who has self-control. And what is the day for all beings is the night for the introspective sage. So that's what we study. So what is night for all beings is the time of awakening for the self-control, and the time of awakening for all beings is night for the introspective sage. Then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, Apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudramapaga pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sashantim apnoti nakamakami. So the samudra, the ocean, it's filled with water from all directions. Rivers are entering from all directions. Samudram apa pravishanti yadvat. But it is not disturbed. Achala pradishtam. Similarly, kamayam pravishanti sarve. The desires are entering into our mind from all directions. So one who is not disturbed by those desires, only he attains the peace of mind. Sashanti mapnoti na kama kam. A person who is not disturbed by the incessant flow of desires that enter like rivers into the ocean, which is ever being filled but is always still, can alone achieve peace, and not the man who strives to satisfy such desires. So, the next sloka, we are continuing in the sloka number 71. Krishna is teaching us there. Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumamscharati nisprigha nirmamo nirahankaraha sashantim adhigacchati. Vihaya kamanya sarvan pumamscharati nisprigha. So one who is able to give up all desires and live in a desireless state. So that's what Vihaya Kamanya Sarvan Pumam Charati Nisprigha. Nirmamo Nirahankaraga. Without claiming for any proprietorship. Nirmamo. That is without a sense of proprietorship. Nirahankaraga. Without a false ego. So only he can achieve peace of mind. Sashantim adhigacchati. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So if you want peace of mind, we need to give up all our desires. If we have desires to enjoy material sense objects, then there is no peace of mind. So that's why Vihaya Kamanya Sarvan Pumam Charati Nispurna. Nirmamo Nirahankaraga. So we should not claim for having any sense of proprietorship, and we should not have any false ego. So then we will attain everlasting peace. A person who has given up all desires for sense gratification, who lives free from desires, who has given up all sense of proprietorship and is devoid of false ego, he alone can attain real peace. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 71 slokas in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Timir Nandi Jnana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदाम Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Timir Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Gangam Devidas Prabhu, Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu, and Ravindra Goel Prabhu says, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for wonderful class. And Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu and Hina Mataji says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Okay, Guruji. There are no questions so far. So thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you for the class. I have no questions. And I have only one thing I want to know, Guruji. I have been following the Gita YouTube lessons for the third chapter when they are, which has been kind of posted. Now, I wanted to ask, I want to go to the second chapter again. So, is it also available on the web, on your website?
Yes, Mataji, in YouTube, all the second chapter, all the lectures are there, Mataji.
Okay, so I can. I want to go to the second chapter.
We started again from January 1st. All the chapter, every sloka is there, yes, Mataji.
And the third chapter, which I saw, was there were 3 shlokas together. Which was me. So, will that also be available, Guruji?
Third chapter also will be there. Maybe, as you mentioned, 4 slokas together will be there. But the single sloka, maybe we will be again continuing, correct? After one more sloka, we will finish the second chapter, then we will start the third chapter. But still already all the chapters are available, yes, Madhuri.
Okay, I'll just go through that. Achha, Guruji, I will be going to Bhubaneswar on Tuesday.
Yes, Madhuri.
So I thought I would contact Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu. Is he there? Can I?
I'm unmuting him, yes. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hello, Hare Krishna Guruji. So I will Can't hear the voice because I am in the bus. Voice is sound.
I think I will share your number to
984.
yes, I'm sharing my
82494
824.
I'm sharing now.
824
Okay, great.
Then 99048. I already shared to you.
yes.
Okay, no issues. Thank you so much.
82494 99048.
94
Mataji, I have shared his number.
No
to
problem.
contact
No
him,
problem.
Mataji. You can
Thank you so much. That's
Thank you,
no
Mataji.
issues.
Thank you, Mataji.
And
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Yes.
No, I just thought, if we meet up in Bhubaneswar also, maybe, we can talk a little bit more about this and in Bhubaneswar.
Yes. Mataji.
That will be. And Ravindra Goel Prabhu is in Delhi already, or?
Yeah, he's in Delhi already, Mataji. You can call him, Miss Mataji. I will share his contact also.
If you can, please. That would be nice also. Thank you so much, Guruji. I'm so glad. Thank you very much. I hope all's well with you. Krishna's mercy.
Yes, Mataji. Krishna's
At home.
mercy.
Yes. Please, thank you very much, Guruji. Hare
I'm
Krishna,
just
Guruji.
getting Ravindra Goel's number, Mataji. So, okay, Mataji. I am just sharing it to you now itself so that I won't. Okay, Mataji. I shared Ravindra Goel Prabhu's, RK Goel Prabhu's number.
Okay, fine. No, I'll drop a message to him. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Gayatri Shivakumar Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class also.
Thank you,
No
Mataji.
question from my side, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Guruji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. How are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's mercy, I am okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. No questions today. Thank you, Guruji.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Sunil Shrivas Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji, and thank you for every day coming and giving us this knowledge to be in Krishna consciousness and the benefits of it, Guruji. Really indebted, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare
Hare Ram.
Rama.
Ram.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna for all you.
Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabib Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very nice session, Guruji, today also. And then it is like what I was analyzing is like there is no desire, there is no thing like so. There is no expectation. When we say that there is no, you should not keep the expectation. When we keep the expectation, then you expect the results, and if that result doesn't happen according to your own thing, then again the tension builds up, and then that is how peace of mind goes, and that is how the happiness goes. So the whole thing is one should not desire, and then one should not have that expectation. So that is the crux of the thing, Guruji. That is what I understood during all these lectures, Guruji.
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Really beautiful lecture. Wonderful way of teaching. And again, you have in the beginning you have said that this is Krishna's pre-coaching class, and we are preparing for the exam. Really. You are the coach and preparing us for the
Yes.
upcoming exam. I think we all are doing well and
Yes.
preparing hard for coming in flying colors in the exams.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Really wonderful class. Interesting way of teaching us, coaching us, guiding us. Really, the beautiful feeling we get from you every time the new thing is coming, and you are preparing us for that thing. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Sunil Shrivas, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Prabhu.
हरे कृष्णा गुरु जी दंडवत प्रणाम
Dhanyavad pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
हरे राम हरे राम
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the class and your important points of sleep and food habits and the daily routine that we set up. Thank you, Guruji. But Guruji, I also have seen that in some of my cases, which I had been taking many years back, there was one lady who was suffering from sleep apnea. And, she used to literally tell me that how I crave to get sleep and I'm awake all. So sometimes, even if you really want to get good sleep, you're not able to get sleep. So that sleep also is the mercy.
Of course.
So
Krishna's mercy only. Everything Krishna's mercy. Yes.
yes. So it was a big struggle for her to really get sleep and, wearing that kind of face mask and, there were a lot of things she was doing just to get sleep. So I realized that how much we are so fortunate that we have Krishna's mercy with us at every moment of our life.
Exactly. Yes, Mother. Yes, Mother. Krishna's
Yes,
mercy
Guruji.
is
So,
costless, limitless.
yes, Guruji. So thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for
Thank
wonderful
you.
class.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Introspection is going on, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Yes, mercy.
Only it is your effort, Guruji. Only we can see ourselves. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna,
No
Mataji.
questions.
Hare Krishna.
No questions. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. VENKATA NAGARJUN Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for today class. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Chandrakantha Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you for the class, Guruji. I don't have any question, but Gudakesha, no, Guruji. Gudakesha, he was without sleep. But still, how it is, Guruji? How we have to become like Gudakesha?
No, that
Because
is,
when
he cannot become like that. It's Gudakesha means he's, conquered the sleep means conquered the laziness, basically. Laziness, yes.
So that sleep, he is not sleeping.
Or some, even in modern world also, according to modern science also, some people you can survive even with very less sleep, 2 hours, 3 hours per day, but that is not for the general. We should not take it like that and like that. It's not going to work out. So that way, yes, Mother. We have to sleep well for Krishna. That also is service to Krishna. That's what is very important.
Okay. In the some people are sleeping for only 2 or 3 hours. That is also their body constitution. What is their vasanas? What they have?
Yes.
Is that okay? Normally we will sleep for 6 to 7 hours. Okay.
7 hours.
Yes,
6 hours also is less only. 6 is not 7 hours at least. I know Prabhupada mentioned 6 hours, but according to modern science, 7 hours is 7 to 8 hours.
Oh, thank you, Guruji. Because the Arjuna has done some tapas to conquer the sleep, or it's body constitution only, Guruji? He has done some tapas to conquer.
Yeah, because how that is, maybe we have to find out how exactly that name Gudakesha, what exactly it refers to. Maybe, yes, Mataji. Because we are focusing only on Bhagavad Gita, correct? I know Krishna Arjuna is called as Gudakesha. Sanjaya calls him as Gudakeshena, like that. 2 times
Yes,
he said
Guruji.
Gudakesha.
Today's lecture, when you are talking, this was lingering in my mind. I thought of clarifying, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji, for keeping us in Krishna consciousness every day. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mani Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, good morning, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Good morning, Prabhu.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna.
Hare Rama.
So, there is not any big question in my mind. So, I'm going through sloga to understand in depth.
Yes, sir.
So, only thing I want to express is Mataji, Chandrakantha Mataji, she expressed about the sleep and other things. I read and I understood there are many Mahans in Himalaya and other places. Even when they are awake, they take their sleep. Almost their indriyas are getting controlled. It is a yogic posture wherein which you naturally sleep. Other people will think that you are awake, but you sleep. So the Arjuna also is a great student of Krishna. So he would have controlled those whatever. See, the Indriya control is itself, it gives that kind of a pleasure of sleep. So he is a master. So the person, when he is awake, he is sleeping. When he is sleeping, he is fully awake. That is the Tatparya.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's all, Guruji. Yeah, thank you. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Very nice class today. You started the class saying that what is knowledge? That is nothing but love towards Krishna. That is the sentence you have taught us today. I think that sentence to be put on all the boards, what I felt. Krishna means knowledge. That way we have to understand the Bhagavad Gita. That is, the whole thing is inside that.
Yes.
That was my thinking when you said that starting itself you have taught us what is knowledge, nothing but Krishna is the knowledge.
That's correct. If you know about Krishna, then we are in knowledge. Otherwise, we are ignorant.
Very, very simple way you taught us today. That is having all the meanings of Bhagavad Gita within that, what I felt. So better to have that in every house, I will say, future. That is the thinking of mine today. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Manoranjan Sir, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. I know you were in the bus, it was a lot of noise. I don't know if now you can talk, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji, wonderful session. You on the way to college, really. Due to holidays, summer vacation, 15 days I was free. Now for rushing again college. So, okay, somehow very proud to that all the devotees are taking numbers and how to connect and more towards devote to service to Lord Krishna. So that kind of sincere and sincerity towards Lord Krishna and Guruji, really, but saying is not enough. How to render our great service whole day and night we have to work. What Prabhupada has done, it is a great example. And Guruji, you also, from student career till now, whatever the difficulties you faced, you don't bother about that. Totally sticking to Lord Krishna and how to serve Lord Krishna. This is your motto from your student career. Despite all this, you think that this IIT, PhD course and all these things are secondary. I can compete if I have faith on Krishna. That you have a total surrender to Lord Krishna. That's why we are very lucky that how you have to maintain the balance, the spiritual and physical. That is a great thing. How you get released from. You can maintain that, and you have maintained. So it's a great thing. We have learned these things from you, and Prabhupada and Guruji. You are very equally. I am very proud of that. That we are lucky, fortunate to those who attend the classes. And really, it's a great thing that here in the Gita class, we should do service. And really, ISKCON organization is such an organization, you will find nothing is left out. Everything is detailed, description, the Godhead magazine, and so many things that Prabhupada has tried his best and level all knowledges, the scriptures. He has translated for our the knowledge, the jnani, the jigyasu. If you are only inquisitive and curious to know things, we are more and more approach to Lord Krishna, and also automatically the devotion, the bhakti. When we have knowledge, automatically the bhakti will come out. And we Maha Mantra chanting and totally concentrate our mind. And as you said, very nicely presented. So, yes, we are very much hit by each word. Sanskrit is such a word in English that you won't find. But Sanskrit, in why you say Gudakesa, why you say the Sabdasachi, each word has a meaning you have to find out. In the Sanskrit dictionary, everything word-wise word, like Khaga means Moki. Why we say Khaga? Kha means Akash, the sky. Ga Gachati. So like that, in Sanskrit is so scientific language. We are very proud that Gita, Bhagavatam, everything is written in Sanskrit. We are proud that we can learn Sanskrit. We are more and more, even all the devas, gods and goddesses speak in Sanskrit, not English or any other language. So we are very proud that we are from such a country that our Deva Bhumi. So thank you, Pranam Guruji, Satata Naman, 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 Naman.
Hare Krishna, let's listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now. For some reason, I'm not able to open the file. Maybe we will finish today and we will again study tomorrow. Hare Krishna.